Oh, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name.
All right, so welcome to Intimate Conversations. You know, this is a platform for men and women to discuss life experiences, journeys, things of that nature in order to break the generation gap where the gender wars fall. So we talk about everything in life from love, family, sex, whatever. There's nothing off the table. This is a space for you to tell your story, basically. So, I know that your name is Chiche. Where are you from and how old are you?
Alright, so I'm actually from North Philly.
The kid from Philly, Northwest, Southwest, South Side.
8th and Lehigh, half my life, and then Pentown, which is like 6th and Green, 7th and Green, the other half. And then I'm 27. I just turned 27, that's why I had to think about it. I'm an Aries. Yeah, I'm around.
Okay. So you Philadelphia born and raised?
Yep, from Philly.
All right. What is your take on like Philly in general? I mean, I'm asking a serious question.
No, honestly, like for me, a lot of times you hear people say like, "Oh, I can't wait to leave Philly," or like, "I'm getting out of here the minute I can." For me, I really don't want to leave Philly. I love Philly. I love the history behind Philly. Everything that like, I really do. I love Philly, and that's why. Hold on, let me finish before you, because I told you she wasn't going. Let me finish. I love.
She could have got mic'd up. I mean,
It's cool. They gonna be able to hear her.
right.
I love Philly. Like I love everything about Philly. But that's why I do so much of the community work.
Okay.
So yeah, why you looking at me like that? I love Philly. Now the stuff that happens in Philly, the violence, the nonsense, the politics, that I don't like. But that's not Philly. That's the people in Philly.
Okay, so I'll say that. I'll give you that. I don't have a problem with Philadelphia as a city.
Right.
Like its history and the beauty of it and the food and things like that. It's a beautiful place. But once you add the people into it, it kind of throws me off. And I'm not a Philly native.
Okay.
I came here and fell in love with Philadelphia. And over the course of the past 5 to 10 years, I have fallen completely out of love with Philly.
I can dig it.
It's like I just feel like a jilted lover. Like I'm just ready to leave now. I'm done with this whole relationship.
But I think that's also because you've experienced a lot of loss within that time frame. I haven't experienced too much loss yet, so I think that's also why I have this love for Philly.
Right.
Like, yes, I've lost people, but I haven't experienced an abundance, or I haven't experienced somebody that was like this.
Right, close.
Yeah, like I've lost friends, but I haven't
Philly
lost
takes something from when Philly begins to take from you. Like it's a difference when you're watching it go down the drain. When Philly streets are actually snatching people away from you. It's kind of hard to say I would stay here, especially because I have sons.
Right.
It's like for me, it's like I gotta get out of here because if I lose one of my sons, I'll lose it. So it's like
I can dig it. All right, so I want to ask you, Chiche, what was your like upbringing? Do you come from a 2-parent household? Do you have siblings? What was your your childhood upbringing like?
So, I kind of, actually, I did kind of had a 2-parent house. I don't really know how to.
What is kind of?
All right, so because like, all right, so I had my mom, always had my mom. But my father, he died when I was very, very young. I barely knew my biological father. So when my mom met my stepdad, you know, he had his own little situation outside the state, you feel me? Okay. But that was my stepdad. Like, from the moment I met him at 7 to now, like, he's taking care of me, he's provided, he's paid for schooling, put food on the table, clothes, like, anything I wanted, anything I needed, he made sure of. So, like, I had my mom and I had my stepdad, so, okay. But he wasn't in the house every night, but he was there, so it was like...
His presence was felt.
Definitely.
All right, how about siblings?
I do have some siblings. I have a bunch on my dad's side. I actually don't know how many. He's a freak. And I got one brother and one sister on my mom's side. They're both younger than me, so I'm the oldest on my mom. I don't know what I am on my dad.
Did you feel any extra responsibility being the oldest?
I wouldn't necessarily say responsibility because like it wasn't a necessity. Like, of course, my mom was like, watch your siblings for, I go somewhere or I gotta do something or whatever. But it wasn't never like I had to go work to help pay bills or I had to, actually take care of my siblings. I was a child. I had a great childhood.
So, what was your favorite thing as a kid?
As far as like what?
Like, how did you have fun? Like, what was your thing? Like, what was your, like, some people drew, some people was
games.
outside playing ropes. What was your favorite thing?
We had games in my house. Like, we had the Wii, we had the PlayStation, the GameCube, bro.
Why you laughing?
She's laughing because she's seen it in action.
Right. Okay.
So you can tell Chi-Chi's upbringing and what she liked to do as a kid because even now, we had an event and we did a karaoke thing and her sister went off on a rampage. They knew the entire Guitar Hero, every single dance for Guitar Hero.
So Just Dance, all it.
Just Dance, the
Michael Jackson
one, the music, the karaoke.
Yeah.
Every time we do it, she's favorite thing is game night. She loves pulling out the Monopoly. And the thing is, when you go to her house, her sister and her mom come right downstairs. They're with it every single time. So you can tell that's what she did.
And it's funny because even when we beefing, like in my house, like I'm not talking to my sister right now, but like if I'm doing karaoke, she'll come downstairs and sing a couple songs with me. Like we'll fuck it up real quick, and then she'll go back upstairs. Like it never happened, but that's just what we do. Like we always that was our thing, games and shit. Like.
All right, so when did you like get introduced to boys or girls or however that falls for you? What age was that?
So let me think. All right, so I think honestly, my first like little
crush,
little situation was probably like second grade. I'm not gonna lie.
Second grade.
I remember this very well because I got in trouble for it. Right, my little sneaky ass decided because the little boy he had detention. And my sneaky ass decided I was going to wait for him to get out of detention so that we could kiss. So I waited for him to get out of detention, ended up getting detention myself, but I forgot that I was in the after school program. So the lady was waiting for me with all the kids. Finally, she comes to the classroom like, what's going on? Found out I had detention, and then she told my mom, and then I got in trouble at home. So that was my first little like kiss or whatever. My first real boyfriend was... I was probably like 15.
Okay.
Yeah, you do way better than me.
Yeah, no, my mom wasn't playing that shit.
Right.
My first real boyfriend I was 15, and that's really because it was my best friend cousin, for real. Like, that's how I got away with that one.
Why you shaking your head?
No, I'm sorry.
Feels like you want to speak, but you said you didn't want to speak.
She did way better than me. Like, I'm so proud of her.
No, for real. Honestly, when I tell people this, like they say the same thing. Like, oh shit. Like even when I tell people I had actually lost my virginity at 18, they go, oh shit, bro, I did.
Really? That's amazing.
That's actually amazing.
Right.
This culture, honestly.
Yeah,
Facts. That's amazing.
My mom was not playing that shit, bro.
I
I wasn't allowed to sleep out. I wasn't allowed to go nowhere. I wasn't taking SEPTA at that time. Like, no, my mom wasn't playing that.
All right, I have one specific question about this virginity loss at 18.
Okay.
Did you hate it?
It was the worst experience of my life. I don't know. Okay.
I was gonna ask that question. Where did this romantic idea?
It wasn't even romantic. It wasn't romantic.
Losing your virginity come from? Is this like a storybook thing that people think actually have? Because most people hate it.
Right. It was not.
That's why I asked.
Most women hate it.
Right.
It was.
I'm gonna tell y'all why most women hate it though, and it's not y'all fault. It's a guy thing. Yeah, it's not y'all fault. It's because at around those ages, like we just don't know what the fuck we doing. So it's not your fault.
It's a given.
Right.
See, I don't even think it was him though. It was really me. Mm-hmm. Like it was so quick, and I got sick. Mm-hmm. Like I instantly got sick. Threw up in the trash next to me, and then slept in the bathtub for the rest of the night. Like kicked him out and everything. It was so bad.
So what's the time difference from that first time to the next time?
Probably like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like longer than that. So you did good.
You know, it was like 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, it was like, let's try it again.
I think I was 13.
Damn.
I think I was 13 my first time.
Why did you hate it?
He was 13.
Right.
I was 13. And at 13, it was beyond him not knowing what he was doing.
I'm gonna say y'all both.
He
Like,
also
I was doing
had
at
nothing
13.
but the thing was, he didn't know what he was doing, and he had absolutely nothing to do it with.
I can't.
And he had absolutely nothing to do it with.
That's
so
not
it was like this wild conversation.
That's not fair.
It's the truth. And it was like, and it was like this violent stabbing motion that he went in. Like he went in straight in with like a violent stab. It was so bad.
Right.
I cried
I don't
for
like
2
that.
days.
Was your guy older or younger?
I was 18. He was 19.
Okay.
He was a year older than me.
He had a low experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He had a couple girlfriends before me, so I'm sure he did.
Right. All right. So, what is your take, on guys and how they approach you? Like, do you feel like they just have no idea of the proper way, or like, what are your thoughts?
Honestly, I gotta say it's like 50-50. Like I have an abundance of guys who be like, just go straight forward. Like, yo, I'm trying to eat your ass. Wow. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't say that to me. But then I have other guys who are like,
I have a question about that eating ass thing, but go ahead.
Then I have other guys who are like really sweet and like they're not like I know that they trying to get further, but they're not saying that, or they're not coming off like that, like they just trying to spend time or whatever the case is.
Yeah, personal preference. I like the guys that just ask me questions.
I don't,
Because I like the honesty of that. I like the straightforward honesty of you coming to the table and saying,
See, that's why.
what this is hitting for. Don't
See
come
what
to me
y'all just did though.
loving and
What?
cutie pieing
That's
me.
why it's confusing for guys, because she likes it that way and you like it that way.
And no,
That's why
the
it's
thing is,
confusing.
it's not super
different.
confusing. I think it shouldn't be confusing, because I feel like each guy should approach with who you are. And if the female you're approaching doesn't like your approach, that means she's not for you.
Okay.
So it shouldn't
It's true.
necessarily be confusing, and it should actually be clear.
Right.
Because it's like, if you approach a female and you say, hey, I want to eat your ass, and she goes, ew.
well, maybe
And
confusing.
you know that's not the girl for you.
Well, maybe confusing is the wrong word, but it hurts when that's the girl that you wanted, and then you go at her with that energy and she's not with the shits. So that's why. So I'm gonna say it hurts. It's not confusing.
yeah.
All right, but
the thing is, I also might not let you do it.
Right.
I'm just saying I prefer the conversation.
that's
It's a good conversation starter for you.
Yes.
But see,
She said it's a good.
Because
Yeah.
it takes a certain level of honesty,
And
confidence, and arrogance to approach them. And I have a thing for arrogant men. And it takes a lot of confidence and arrogance and to walk up to a female and say something like that.
Facts. It does
Yeah,
take a
no.
lot.
Because you don't
Walk
expect
up
to be
to me
shot
like that.
down.
Right.
And the thing is, even if she doesn't like it, she'll probably still laugh.
I'm
At
going
least
to
she'll get a laugh
laugh.
out of her.
Yeah, I'm going to laugh.
At least she'll get a
I'm
laugh.
probably like laughing, like walking.
She's
away.
not gonna shoot you enough. She's not. Hopefully, she doesn't mace you. Like it really.
Oh,
You gotta
shit.
really evaluate.
Hopefully
that
she doesn't make you.
before do it.
That's bad. That's bad. All right. So my one question about this ass eating thing, because
Okay.
I'd be curious.
Are you curious from the point of an ass eater, or are you asking for a friend?
Both.
Okay.
So the question is, do y'all actually get like a physical enjoyment out of that, or is it just a thing to say, no, that nigga ate my ass?
No.
Yes.
See?
We're two different people. First off, I'm gonna say no because I don't like anal. I don't like my butt being played with, touched. Don't, bro.
I'm just
Stop
gonna
playing.
say yes. I'm not gonna go.
Her
as far
though,
as
yeah, like
What?
all I said was her though, yeah,
Crazy.
like that's all I said. You know what?
I'm gonna go with yes. I do get enjoyment out of it. Why I get enjoyment out of it, what I'm into and all that, I'm not about to do. But yes, I do get enjoyment out of that.
I can't.
Well, y'all heard the way she like her
There's a
approaches.
bundle of
so-
nerves back there that does it for me.
All right, we'll circle.
Maybe my nerves is
We'll,
killed.
we'll circle back to this because I got some questions in that. But I want to ask y'all, what are y'all thoughts on love in general and the state of love right now?
I love love.
Um,
I like love. You like love too.
I do. But I think, well, I'm gonna be honest, I think that it's a good time for I think it's a good time for love. I love this generation's idea of love. Not everybody, but I love that.
What's your idea of love? And you can answer as well, Gigi.
Realistic and honest expectations, truths, communication, learning your partner. Those things like that aren't things that we're used to. We generationally, I was kind of raised in an environment where a lot of things weren't spoken of, and there were a lot of things that parents didn't speak of. Grandmother didn't talk to grandfather about what she enjoyed or what she liked. She was afraid to have those kind of conversations. She was afraid to say she's angry. She's afraid to say she's hurt. I was raised in that kind of environment. I was very churchy. There's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about. This generation's idea of love is communication. The first time I heard somebody say something about a love language, I actually didn't know what it was. I had no idea what a love language was, and this was maybe about 5 years ago. And I was so surprised, and I was like...
People still don't know what that is. But
the thing is, it's spoken more about now than ever. Right. So that leads me to believe in another 5 to 10 years that knowledge will be accessible and out there more. Way more than it was during my time.
I think that we're going... I wouldn't say backwards, but I think that we're going in a more open space. So I think that it's not like the 1-2 person love. It's like, I love you with the options of whatever else I want to do.
Okay. But I think that's also a good thing. I think opening up the platform, opening yourself up to understanding that love has so many faces, and there's no such thing as an individual soulmate. I think that love has 1,000 faces, and you can love 100 people in 100 different ways. And when you close yourself off to this monogamous ideal of love, it can become very dangerous emotionally for you.
Facts. Chi-Chi, what's your
I'm monogamous as hell. You love me only. Like, I don't know.
All right, so how many?
It's me.
How many times have you ever been in love?
Like, honestly,
right.
Probably like twice. No, I'm serious.
Twice, right.
Probably like twice. I can count it twice.
You got an answer?
Maybe 3. Maybe. Still trying to figure that one out. But but definitely twice for sure.
Right.
6.
Damn.
Lifetime. Wow. 6. But each time was a different type of love. Like for my most recent, it was chaotic. It was roller coaster. It was pure unadulterated chaos for 4 years. But it was that kind of love. It was toxic, honestly.
That's what it sounds like. That toxic love.
I was 100% in love with him. He was 100% in love with me, but we were toxic as hell because he was very young and I was very emotional. Right. So it was really toxic. Versus my son's father, we were very calm. It was a very calm, very old people-y kind of love. He would come home.
Old people-y love?
Oh, because he would come home.
Sitting on the porch drinking lemonade.
Yeah, he was a plumber, and I was at the time I was working at a computer company, and I was working for Sprint. I would get off work, I would come in, I would make food. He would come in from work, he would eat late at night. Mornings we would sit outside on the porch in the morning and drink coffee together. He would bring in the paper and literally sit in the living room and read the paper, and I would sit next to him reading a book, and we would just twiddle our feet together.
Sound like some shit out of a movie.
And it was really cute. It was really cute. I actually kind of regret losing that one because it was actually super cute.
All right.
He was still a lying ass cheater, but it was super cute.
How do you know, like, what is your key factor in knowing that you're in love? How do you know personally that you're in love?
With the first one, I knew I was in love because I let a lot of shit slide. Like, a lot of shit slide. And it was times where, like, we would be apart for months because, he would disappear or he would end up in jail or whatever it was. And every time he came back, it was just like, all right, cool, whatever. We're here. So I knew that one was that. The second time I knew I was in love, I'm not gonna lie. Because when that motherfucker asked for a threesome, I did it.
See, that's a tricky thing about threesomes. No. Yeah. You did it for him. You didn't do it because you wanted to do it.
Nah, I mean it was fun, right. But nah, it wasn't like, hey, it wasn't my idea. Like, yeah, let's go get a threesome. And it wasn't my idea. For it to be his baby mom was my idea, but That was more of a safety. I'm scared of like having a threesome with somebody because it's like you never know.
Did y'all have rules?
No, not the first time. But then that as things started to progress, shit started to go left and up, down, sideways and shit. That's how I knew I was in love with him because I kept dealing with the dumb shit. So yeah. Yeah. It was a lot.
Why you saying yeah?
Because she don't know none of this. Don't nobody know none of this.
See, this is
The
intimate
thing is, I
conversation.
kind of do agree with her assessment of what made me feel like I was in love the first couple times. Like now I'm older and I know that's not how this works. But when I was younger, I felt like I knew I was in love because I would just do shit that I just was like, well, all right.
Yeah.
Like that's just things like okay.
This was at
like,
21.
if I do this, does this mean I love you? Like, I think so. Like, that's kind of
see, that was my whole thing. Was like, all right, so if I do this, like, you know, this it solidifies that it's just us. Like, it's me and you. No, and after I look at his phone,
reflect backwards, you kind of realize, no, that's not.
Yeah, no, that was dumb.
But I will say that the threesome thing, it was my idea though. Like, it was kind of my way to prove that I fucked with bull. But it was also, I wanted to do it with a girl. So it's like, we might as well just...
You was curious, so you spent it.
But I kept spending, and that's the problem now. I never went back. Like, that first threesome...
Go on.
Took off from there. Yeah, I've been bi ever since.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of girls get afraid.
I get tired of them, I come back this way. I just do what I want.
I get tired. It's crazy.
But you know what, though? Bisexuality opens up a spectrum of love and excitement and fun and sexuality that straight people just don't get. Because I got choices. I have options.
I get on roller coasters, so I'm good.
I have options.
I want some excitement. I go to Dorney Park.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. All right, I want to ask you. So, what is the worst thing a guy has ever done to you?
In what aspect are we talking?
Wherever you want to go.
Mentally, physically, sexually.
Wherever you want to go with it.
Oh man.
Your story.
Honestly, I can answer that though. The worst thing a guy has ever done to me was have a baby on me while. Yeah, no, I'm not finishing that sentence. But yeah, have a baby on me. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Try to sleep with my mom.
Did you?
Try to sleep with my mom.
Did you stay with?
I'm like, that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's actually normal. Did you stay with him though?
No. Actually, yep, I did. That's the one. That's the first one that I thought I was in love with. Yep, I forgave him.
What did you say? Because I didn't hear
it. I want to shout your name out on this blog so bad right now. So I was dealing with this guy years ago. I think I had to be like maybe 24, 25 at the time. And I really, really liked him. Like really, really, really like could have fell in love with him type thing. And he was playing football at the time for Valley Forge Military Academy. He was being scouted. He was kind of on his way. I was on my way. I just got my degree. Life was doing good. And I decided to bring him home and introduce him to my mom and my dad. So I introduced him to my parents, and my mom just absolutely loves him. She thinks he's the bee's knees. My father the whole time is saying, I don't trust this guy. I didn't know why. We kind of fell apart a little bit. Not fell apart, but just kind of fell away because he left to go to college or whatever. Mm-hmm. I moved to a different place. I was no longer living with my mom and dad. I moved into my own place. My mom calls me on the phone one day, and she's like, hey, Blank stopped by yesterday. And I'm like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, I want you to ask him not to stop by again. And I'm like, why? She's like, because he's inappropriate. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's not registering for me what he's saying.
Right.
What did he say?
She got into depth. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
My mom would. If my mom ever watches this, she'd lose it.
I want to
So
know.
I'm not gonna go too far into depth, but what he basically the basics ins and outs of it was, yeah, I want your daughter, but I want you more. Yeah, I want your daughter, but I want you more. It's kind of, but the way he said it, she said it was kind of like wild, like he approached her like a young bull.
Is that a thing for guys? Because I actually have had somebody tell me that my mom was their fantasy.
Some guys have mama, like it's a mama thing, but not me.
not me.
No.
He's not a
And
weird.
I definitely kind of feel like.
And it depends on if your mom is fine. Like, if your mom is fine, then somebody might look at
my
your
mother.
mom.
I don't think she's.
You
fine.
don't look at her like that, but that don't
think
stop the
she's
guy.
fine.
Like,
Respectfully, it wasn't until probably about that point that I kind of looked at my mom for the first time as not my mom. Like
Right.
that was the first time I kind of looked at my mom as a woman. Because at first I was like, "Mom, no, he didn't." And then I thought about it, and I'm looking. I'm like, she's really pretty.
see?
She's an older version of me.
See?
And at that point, that's kind of when I realized, like, my mom's a little baddie.
See?
She was a little baddie back then. She had a little job.
Not your mom was a little drunk.
She was. She had a little wagon and everything back then. She had her waist was lined and all that was slim.
Yeah.
Her little business suits, her little natural hair thing going on. She was killing them.
Oh damn.
And she was older, so she had the whole classy diamonds and pearls kind of thing. She used to wear white diamonds, cologne, the perfume and stuff. She was classy. She was one of them Strawbridges ladies.
I can't.
She ain't kill me if she ever watched it. And it's crazy, of all the horrible things that I've been through in relationships, that one right there,
Stuck with you.
that's the one that, like, it was just, because that to me was such an ultimately disrespectful.
Would you talk to him if he came back? If he called you right now
I looked for him.
and was like, "Let me take you out on a date."
Right.
Would I go out on the date?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. So I could record and expose him.
I can't.
I would record the entire date and expose him as a dirty mom fucker.
Not a dirty mom fucker.
You're a dirty mom fucker. And I would expose him all over the internet so other women would know, don't date this guy because he will try to sleep with your mother.
Right. That's wild.
Yeah.
All right. I want to ask both of y'all, and I need y'all to dig deep in this one.
Okay.
What is the worst thing that y'all think guys do in the bedroom?
I'm gonna dig deep.
Right.
That one thing that we just don't like.
Right.
There's a couple.
Speak your piece.
Because I don't know.
You don't know you enjoy it all? What's up? What we doing?
Are you talking about? Wait, what are we talking about?
Okay,
Are we
so
talking about
that's
sexually?
I don't. Guys, just a bit of advice. Explore. Like, start doing something else besides missionary and back shots. Get a little freaky. Like, try some stuff. And
All I
also,
see in my head is you upside down.
it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't bother. Be freaky. Be free with it. Try something new. Don't be afraid to throw a costume. Don't be afraid to come running out the room in a Batman costume with your dick out. Like, she'll laugh, but she's gonna be into that. Like, I would be totally into that. Like, I would definitely laugh, but
I mean, I'm a
it's
huge
gonna do it
Marvel
for me.
fan, so I don't know. You come out in a Captain America.
Yeah, it's gonna do it for you.
I'm
like,
gonna
it's
laugh,
gonna
but
do it for you.
hey.
He got the shield in front of it. He just bust it out, move the shield. It's just like right there. Try something new. Like, guys will
That's a
get.
shield.
The thing is that's the other thing. Guys will start off the relationship with these freaky ass conversations, and they do this, they do this, they do this, and then like by honestly 3 months.
Cat.
3 months, that's dead. You're getting straight up 8-minute missionary shots, and you're just like, what's happening? Don't let it be a back shot. That's 4 minutes.
I can't.
4 to 6.
Y'all gotta step your game up, fellas.
No, really.
What's your answer,
It's
Chichi?
laziness.
What do I do?
I don't think it's laziness. I think it's selfishness.
Comfortability.
I mean, honestly, the only thing I really can't do is like the anal. Like, I'm not with that shit.
Yeah, I don't have those kind of.
I'm not going to your ass. You're not going in my ass. Oh, and feet. Don't make me rub your feet. Don't, no, girl, I don't do feet.
How do you feel about your feet?
I got cute feet.
So you let your feet up?
I
Your
mean,
toes up?
I'm not going to say suck my toes, but if it's getting done, I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, I'm not going to about I'm not about to do I'm not putting your feet in my mouth. Or in my hands for that matter. I got to really, 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 really like you and feel like you having a badass fucking day for me to rub your feet. For real.
I have to like you.
You have to like it.
Yeah. I have to like.
The thing is, if I like you,
A lot of times, yeah,
if
when
I
you like somebody,
you,
you throw everything out the
yeah.
window.
When I like you, I don't.
But still, your feet can't
I
be that
probably
bad.
need a checklist of don'ts because other than
That
that,
joint can't be rough as shit though and think, alright, babe, I'm having a bad day. Like,
I definitely hit me back.
I'm call Kim.
No, I actually do. So I'll even manicure them. Like, I'll manicure them. I'll do the whole toenail thing, the whole nine.
You know, I'm not doing that. I will rub your entire body down to them ankles. Once I get to them ankles, you are your own.
I can't. All right, so
Yeah, but I don't want them to. I need guys to just start doing more.
be better, guys.
Yeah, do better.
Be better, do better.
Do better. And don't stop lying. Stop saying you're gonna do stuff you're not gonna do.
What is your favorite things?
That was for you, Cheetah.
Don't be quiet now.
No, yes, ma'am.
You've been enjoying this entire
I mean-
conversation the whole time.
Deep.
All right, so let me think.
All right, while y'all thinking about it, I got another question. I want to ask y'all about kissing. Like, where do you fall in kissing? Because I feel like a lot of people don't kiss anymore.
I like
It's
kissing.
like it's not a thing anymore.
I like kissing.
Closed mouth kissing if I'm not really, like if I don't, like in the beginnings. I really need to see your oral hygiene before I make a decision to open my mouth. I'm a tongue kisser, and during sex I'm a sloppy tongue kisser. Like I like sloppy. That's why I really need to know your oral health because I'm a sloppy kisser. So I really kind of need to know where you're at with it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. So what you want to look in their bathroom and like?
I need to be able to look in your mouth.
Right.
I need to see
The
toothbrushes. I need to see toothpaste.
Like-
I need to see dental floss, or what do they call flackets, whatever those things are.
Right.
Like I need to see that you have good oral health. And the thing is, you can always tell if a guy does good oral health. If you go over his house and you eat a meal with him, right? So this is how meticulous I am about oral health. If I go over your house and I eat a meal with you and I don't see you grab like a toothpick or something to like get the stuff
most
out of your
people don't
teeth
do
or
that.
something while you're eating.
Most people don't do that.
If
Yeah,
I stay
I
the
don't do that.
I know.
I don't even think she does that. I've never
Yes, I
seen.
do.
I pull out a
I
toothpick
said
right
when I'm
now.
home. I said
Oh,
and that's the thing. The other thing is that if I
Right now.
stay the night at your house and you wake up the next morning and I don't see you go in the bathroom
Right.
to brush your teeth.
Yeah, that's wild.
When you start your day, it's not your first thing.
Right, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild.
It has to be like in the beginning.
And that-
I don't even want you to go down on me if you have bad oral health, because I don't want gingivitis of the vagina. I don't know if that's a thing.
That makes
it
sense.
might not be a thing, but I really don't want gingivitis of the vagina.
All right, do y'all have y'all answers yet? Your
Oh, which one?
Your favorite thing.
Oh, my favorite. All right, so my favorite thing, it's probably laying flat on my stomach. I don't know why. I feel like
Oh, I kind of like that too.
yeah, I get the most. Like,
Are you flat on your stomach, legs
Yeah.
closed?
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't. Whatever floats your boat at that point.
Yeah, no, I think if I had to pick like if I had to pick my top favorite thing that's like not lifestyle spectrum, I would say it's Demon Arch back shots.
Make them feel like that.
Yeah, I like Demon Arch back shots, but that's if it's not, because if I answer that question and I go off into a lifestyle spectrum, that's a little bit different because that's when the toys and stuff like that get involved.
Right.
I'm gonna say I do want to try to swing though. I think that would be my
I
favorite.
want to hang a swing from the
mad at
ceiling
that.
so bad.
All right. If you had to choose one, would you prefer head over sex?
No.
Absolutely not.
I'm glad y'all both said that because a lot of girls I talk to, they say they prefer head.
Absolutely not. You cannot end the night with that. Like you can't. That's like going to a really nice restaurant and you ordering me an appetizer and then we just get up and walk out. Like I don't get no drinks, I don't get no food, no dessert.
No dessert.
Nothing. You're just gonna give me a salad. Like I'm not a salad girl. I'm not a salad girl. I'm a steak and potatoes girl. So I'm gonna need you to bring the steak and potatoes after you drop the salad off because that's not working for me. Excuse me, waiter. Bring the menu. I need more food. That's not it.
What she said.
What she says.
That's not it.
What would be?
And I don't know any guys that do that well enough for that conversation. Okay, let me.
Nah, I do. I know some guys that do it well enough, but I like penetration more than I like the stimulation. So it's like
I don't think that there's a guy on this planet that can do that so well that he would make me say I don't want penetration afterwards.
I think you have a high sexual. You're a high sexual person.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Right.
Her too. She lying.
No.
Her, not me.
She
Her.
lying.
Make sure you say her, not me. She
I
lying.
do have a high sex drive, but I'm not as like I'm not as like
Exploring. You don't.
yes. There you go. Yeah.
So what is like?
Call me Dora.
What is, I can't. I Dora the sex explorer.
Hey yo, not the fucking orange one. I'm dead. Oh my god.
All right. So what is your optimal like? What is your amount of times that you would want to have sex throughout a week?
Every day.
I'm an info. Every
Every
day.
day.
Probably like twice a day if I could.
Can y'all look right in these cameras and say that one more time?
Why?
Because the people, like, they don't be on it.
Honestly, I'm for real, like, and my exes can attest to this. Like, I like to have sex, like twice a day if I could, maybe 3 times. Who knows? That's if I'm drunk a little bit. But yeah, no.
Is drunk sex better? Is drunk or high sex better than sober sex?
I wouldn't say
It depends on
better,
the partner. It
but
depends on the day. It depends on what you're high off of.
yeah. Because I've had
I'm not a
some
fan of
sober
drunk
sex
sex.
that was.
I'm not a super fan of like blackout drunk sex. I really don't like that, but I do like that double shot of Henny or half a glass of wine and you
Like
just
a
kind of
buzz
vibe
sex,
out.
yeah.
I like buzzed sex, but I don't like blackout drunk sex.
Yeah, if I can't remember it, most likely I'm not functioning too well either. So it's probably
Right.
like if I can't remember it, I'm not
like I probably
moving
fell
my
asleep
hands.
during it. I wasn't good at it.
No, really,
But
I don't think I've ever fell asleep during
I
sex.
have,
Though.
but
You
I
have?
think snoring and
shit.
everything.
Oh shit!
He was mad too.
I would be too.
Well, wait a minute. I'm in my defense. I want to answer his other question, but I got a defense for that. But as far as the how many times I want to do it. Like, first and foremost, I would do it every day, all day. I would personally be one of those stay-at-home wives that would just be naked in the kitchen and you could just pop in and grab it when you want. But I don't want to do it for hours every day. Like, I'll take a 6-minute quickie in the kitchen. Like, you can definitely hit me with the 6-minute quickie. You can definitely toss me over the counter.
Quickies for you, Chichi?
I hate being teased.
Okay.
That's really why I don't like head. I do not like being teased. I don't like foreplay. I don't.
Wait a
like,
minute, you don't like foreplay?
If you can get to it, like
I love foreplay. If you can knock my head between the kitchen cabinet and the refrigerator for 6 whole minutes and then stick me back at the stove to finish flipping the pancakes, I'm cool with that. I don't want the pancakes to
goddamn
burn.
pancakes.
I don't want the pancakes to burn.
Finish.
I just want to
fuck them
get
pancakes.
knocked off, finish my pancakes. That's what I want to do.
Fuck them pancakes.
Like I'm in the middle of seasoning the chicken. Like just hurry up, huh, baby, hurry up.
All right, Chi-Chi, have you ever had an experience with a girl? Because there's a question that goes with this.
I've only had the threesome experience, but I've never had like just me.
So did you go down on her?
Yeah.
All right, so then both of y'all can answer this question. Which one is harder, eating pussy or sucking dick?
Sucking dick. Y'all have some high expectations.
What is the high expectation?
You want somebody to do this.
But
for how long?
But if you're good at it,
you
look.
turn your head around a little bit.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Some to the side.
We're not gonna do that.
Come on, it's a very long time, especially.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Listen.
If you're good at it, you could get them up out of here.
That's true, but it's not a.
It's not about getting them up out of there though. But
it takes. It's still work. It's still a lot.
Honestly,
of work.
I think.
What's your answer, Chi-Chi?
I think giving head, but only for me because I'm not really into it. Like that's not my thing. So it was just like again, I was only doing it because of the moment, like what was going on.
It was harder for you to eat coochie than it is for you to give head. Yeah. You just
only because mentally because I didn't want to.
Oh, okay,
like
so
I wanted to get the fuck up out of there.
I think eating coochie is easier because for me it's just a matter of doing some of the things that I like until you find the thing that she likes. And with girls it's a lot easier because as soon as she starts grinding, she likes it.
Oh, shit.
Guys are not like
that. There you go. She just told y'all what it is.
That's not
if she
how
ain't
guys
grinding,
are.
you're doing it wrong.
That's not how guys are at all. Like when you're giving a guy head and the littlest thing can throw him off. Like and then you just gotta kind of start all over again.
I don't believe that. That was a bougie nigga.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's things that can throw him off. Like stopping your motion. Like if you're in a motion and he's like right there and he's about to go, and you at that point your jaw's hurting, so you stop. He's done. You gotta start over.
That was a bougie nigga.
You gotta hit that second wind to keep going. You can't stop on him because if you stop on him, he'll shoot it right back.
That was a bougie nigga, y'all. I'm not.
I don't know because at that point then we're fucking. Y'all not going again.
See, I was about to tell y'all too much. Huh? I was about to talk too much. He ain't asked that question, so I ain't gonna answer.
What's the question? Go ahead, speak your piece.
It's cool. We're gonna catch on after dark.
I like to give. The thing is, I give head because I like to give head. So I don't give head for him. I actually do it for me. So it's like I want to finish. Like if I'm saying I want to give you head, it's because I want you to finish.
All right.
Depends on the mood I'm in.
For me, like I prefer
if it's
you
for
to
me
finish
or if
with
it's
head.
for them.
All right. So I ask you this, Chi-Chi. Do you have sex more for him or you?
It's kind of like a 50-50. Like sometimes I'm just like all right, so if I'm drunk or like really it's for me. But like if I'm half asleep, then yeah, it's for him. So it's like here and there. Yeah.
All right. Let's get back into the relationships part of it. So In a relationship, like, how do you feel you are as a partner? Are you caring? Are you giving?
Oh yeah. I'm
Are
like
you
really
good communicator? Like, do you hold it down? Are you holding it down? Why are you shaking your head?
Because I was everything until you said a good communicator. Like, I'm very loving, I'm very caring, I'm very supportive, I'm, passionate, I can empathize with you. I could deal with a lot, so I'm very, like, I don't know, I'm perfect,
Not I'm perfect.
But but when it
Why are
comes
you a
to
bad
communication, like, only because I shut down, like, and I think that's like the Aries in me. If I see something, or if I notice something, I'm out of there. I don't even want to talk about it. I want to get out of
trust
there.
issues.
You got trust issues?
As her friend, she has trust issues.
Was that?
She will throw the entire relationship in the absolute trash for something that,
I'm out.
for a perceived slight against her. For a perceived slight against her, she will throw the whole thing in the trash. Like, she definitely needs to be with a communicative partner. Because if she's with one of those partners that's not a good communicator, that one thing that he does and doesn't explain will have her out the door.
Yeah, I'm out.
She will get up and walk right out the door. That's the end of the relationship. And then she's a ghoster, so you don't even know why. You don't even know why you've been dumped. Like, you just got dumped and you've been ghosted.
What are we doing
If I
about
ever
this,
ghosted you, just put a ghost comment in there.
Chi, what are we doing about this?
About what?
What are we doing? How are we moving forward with this behavior? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's do. We gotta fix this. That's what I'm saying. What are we doing?
Seeing a therapist. Yep, I'm seeing a therapist. So when I figure it out, I'll let you know.
This is what I mean by that. Like, do you have talks with yourself? Like, I need to be better.
Yeah, no, I definitely have talks with myself.
Look at her face.
I do. I have talks with myself and my therapist. I'm serious. Shout out to my therapist.
Why you making a face?
And I have like little words that I be trying to like remember. Like right now, is a list of them. I'm only on the first word, which is acceptance. I don't know what's after that.
That's a beautiful thing, though.
Yeah, once I actually learn how to remember that word, a lot more will be able to take place.
All right, why are you making a face? You don't agree with people having those talks with themselves?
I think it's fine to have talks with yourself, but when it comes to relationships, talks with yourself don't solve problems. Communication with your partner solves problems. If you feel like, because a lot of the times we're stuck so far in our own head, and that's the problem. So having a conversation with yourself is not necessarily going to solve the greater issue. I think that being able to say to your partner, if you can't say to your partner, this thing is hurting me, this thing is bothering me, this thing has me afraid, this thing is making me anxious, this thing is making me panic, and your partner doesn't come to the table with some level of understanding or explanation or communicative response, then you're not in the right relationship anyway. Like, you're just not. And because we're the unmarried folk, we don't have to stay. Right. This isn't a matter of having to work something out because you're married to it. I think we've become so, we again, one of the things I love about this generation, this is a generation of I'm not doing that. Right. This is the generation of I'm not my ancestors. Right. Like, I'm not going to stay with you because I'm not going to stay with you because we did 4 years and everything should be working out. I'm not going to stay with you because we have a kid. I'm not going to stay with all these things. I'm leaving. If you're not going to you speak my language, then I'm going to go. So I think that it's okay to, talk yourself down to an extent. Right. If you've got to do that too much, then you're just with the wrong partner.
No, I was saying that in the sense of, like you said, when your partner comes to you and they express, whatever they're missing or whatever, do you have those talks? After that talk with your partner, do you have those talks with yourself? Like, yeah, they were right, and I need to work on this.
Yes.
That's what
I'm I'm a girl. I will say to myself, you girl. You that was wild.
Yeah. Right. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, that was
yes.
And then sometimes I'm like, nah, bitch, you was right. Right. Round 2. Yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah, round 2. But nah, I
sometimes it does take a little time to convince me. I will say that, and that I'm stubborn, like, and that I'm definitely Gemini. It takes me.
Oh, you're a Gemini?
Yes. It takes a little bit to convince me that I slighted you.
Right.
Like it's not. I don't. If you come to me and say that I did something to hurt your feelings,
those Geminis.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It is. As a Gemini, I can honestly say it's difficult for me to admit, not that I was wrong, but that what I did was so wrong, and you're not being dramatic. Like you are being dramatic. Like this is okay. I know I hurt your feelings, but damn, for real.
See?
Really? Like you're.
This is coming from sensitive.
But if you hurt my feelings, I'm blowing this whole
Look,
shit up.
Chichi, that's a Gemini. Look.
I know.
I will blow the entire building up, but
Gemini.
you have to communicate with me if you hurt my feelings. But if I hurt your feelings, I'm just gonna apologize, and you got to shut up, and we gonna be alright.
It is what it is. That's how they do.
Hey, just keep that same.
But that's
energy.
one of the reasons why
They don't though. But they don't.
But
No, I think we do a fairly good job of just moving on though.
No,
Yeah.
not Gemini.
I know. Okay, so the thing is,
She-
you know what I
she
did?
does, though.
I did. Well, that's the thing. I have come to. Because what I did is I've gotten older and I started dating the type of man that fits me.
Right.
Which is one of the reasons why I like arrogant men.
Right.
Arrogant men tend to not be super emotional.
Right.
So I don't have to deal with all that dramatic extra stuff. I don't have to do that. And instead of getting dramatic and extra, they'll just leave. And if they leave me, that means I was probably planning to leave them anyway, and they just managed to leave before I did.
All right. Do you have a type?
Do you have a, no. I actually do not have a type.
So you like short niggas, tall niggas, fat niggas, whatever?
I like. All right, so.
Why you staring at her like that?
You know, that is I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one. Only because I can't find the right way to say it where people won't be like, what the fuck?
No, this is a clear space to tell your story. However,
No, all right. So no, I'm gonna be real.
All right.
I've dated black guys all of my life. I'm not attracted to like. I'm definitely not attracted to Puerto Ricans. I'm not attracted to like Chinese guys. I'm just not attracted to different cultures. I love black men. However, I've recently started talking to someone other that wasn't, and it's okay. You know.
You testing it out.
Testing it out. It's okay. You know. Yeah.
Are you full Puerto Rican?
I am. Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm from North Philly, so.
Do you have the Puerto Rican spice?
I'm a North Philly Puerto Rican.
So you got the spice?
I got the spice. I just don't got the sazon. Yeah. That's the only Spanish word I know.
Why are you making the face?
That's funny.
I just don't got the sazon.
She's spicy, but it's not sazon.
Yeah, it's not sazon.
It's more sriracha. It's more sriracha. It's like crystal hot sauce. It's Tabasco.
Wait, why'd you put the white girl voice on it? It's Tabasco.
Tabasco.
Real shit.
All right. So outside of sex, what's the worst thing a guy's ever done to y'all?
Had that baby on me. Yeah, that was horrible.
Outside of sex.
That baby put a dent in you.
Bro.
Outside of sex,
Can't believe I forgave that
the worst
motherfucker.
thing that a guy has ever done to me was,
What's up?
shot at me.
He shot at you?
Yeah.
I ain't never been
I was
shot at.
I was in a very, very, very domestic relationship though. So that's why.
Oh, damn.
That was one of those you're not leaving me things.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
It was a little extreme.
Yeah, that's a little extreme. How did you handle that though? Like, does it still bother you?
I left the state.
I mean, you gotta leave the state if a
I
nigga
got
shoot
on the
at
first day smoking out the entire state.
you. Yeah, you gotta leave the state if a
I
nigga
actually
shoot
think I
at you.
handled it really well, but it doesn't. What it did, I will say that I think that one of the things that domestic violence does do is that for me, it caused me to back down a little bit. I don't have nasty knockdown, drag out arguments with men.
Right.
If you get aggressive, you get.
Yeah, I want to say that to the women.
Violent, or you seem like you're going to get aggressive, I'll back off immediately.
Don't have nasty knockdown arguments with guys, women.
I don't, and if I do, I leave. Like if you start to get aggressive, the name calling, that's how I know the relationship is over. Right. If you ever call me out my name, I'm not talking sexually because I actually,
Yeah, that's
I have a little bit of a degradation kink, so I get that part. But calling me out my name during an argument.
So y'all both in the dirty talk?
I don't do that.
Yeah, I like dirty talk, but like she said, like it's it's a time and a place for everything.
It's a time.
Don't think we about to be walking down the street and you like, hey bitch, hey bitch.
Yeah. I have a little bit of a so I have a praise kink and a degradation kink at the same time. It's definitely sexual for me, and it could even be walking down the street, but it depends on what's happening at the time. Like we could be in the middle of a quietly whispered freaky conversation while walking through Macy's, and you say some dirty shit to me, I'm into that.
Yeah, I think that's fire.
Don't just be like,
hey yo, bitch. Hey yo, bitch.
What is wrong with you? And then there's certain words you can't add to bitch for me. Like, I don't think it's sexy to call me a bald-headed bitch. I don't even care if we having sex. You can't look down at me in the middle of sex and be like, yeah, you little bald-headed bitch. I ain't into that. We're fighting.
Yeah, that's a little wild.
You gotta understand degradation and too far. And Philly niggas don't know the difference.
That's a little wild.
Philly niggas don't know the difference.
That's pretty shit,
they don't. Because they don't. Philly niggas don't know the difference. You can't tell the Philly niggas.
Yeah, Philly niggas don't know the difference. They
don't
either
even know
all
how
the
to
way.
talk dirty.
Yeah, they either all the way go on or they on the other side.
They don't even know how to talk dirty. The only word Philly niggas know how to use when they talking dirty is bitch. That's it.
That's not true. Don't do that.
I can name a few other ones.
Right.
I mean, I've heard but it's a select few. Not all Philly, respectfully.
Right.
Not all Philly guys. The good large population of them, though.
All right. How do y'all feel about just PDA in general?
I'm not a fan of it.
I am an absolute fan of PDAs.
Why you not a fan of it, Chichi? It seems like you want to keep your naughty like behind closed doors.
Because I do. I'm not like, one, I don't like everybody in my business. And a lot of people is in my business. So I'm just now getting okay with like PDA, but.
Because I was getting ready to fucking say.
No, I'm just now getting, because before this.
Was that a childhood thing?
Huh?
Was that a childhood thing?
No, this was very much.
That's what I mean. Like you didn't like experience a lot of that coming up, so it's not a thing for you.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of PDA in the house,
kid.
so.
I was a PDA kid. My dad used to carry me around on his shoulders. My mom and my sisters and brothers, we were huggers. We were.
You know,
we were
don't hug
huggers.
me.
We were smoochers.
Don't hug me.
Don't hug me.
Don't hug me.
I am a hugger.
When was the last time we hugged? You think about that. Yeah, don't hug me. I do not like hugs.
I'm
I'm just saying to think about when the last time I hugged was. I might not have.
Think about I think the last time we hugged was probably the first time we met.
No. I'm sure I saw you, and it had been like a couple days since I saw you, and I gave you a hug, and I was like, "Hey, Jay." I'm sure that's.
We don't do hugs.
All right.
Me and Sin hug all the time.
All right. We have to find out where Chi-Chi is. So, are you what do you listen to? Like, are you just trap music, or do you listen to love songs?
I listen to a little bit of everything. I do. I listen to
What's your favorite?
A little bit of everything.
Who's your favorite?
Disney.
Disney. I can't.
I told you, she's a karaoke kid. Disney.
I mean, you know, if I had to put on a playlist, it would definitely be my Disney. No, I'm kidding. I do have a Disney playlist, but no. If I had to put on a playlist, it would probably be like my female rap.
Oh God.
Right.
What?
That's not loving, Chi-Chi. That's not loving. It's ratchet. It's a little.
Yeah, I'm not.
90s R&B.
I'm a very cold-hearted person.
90s R&B. I'm gonna need a
Yeah, see, no, 90s R&B, 2000s R&B. I call that love music. I don't like it. You know what? Oh my God, I have a little problem.
Look at her face.
That was crazy.
I call it not love music. I call it sex music.
That's what it's supposed to be.
I don't like it. I don't want to listen to sex
I don't like
music.
it.
If I'm working,
So you have sex to trap music.
Right.
No. Let me rephrase.
I just want to
Hold on, let me finish.
out to the baby house is going down.
How goes?
Let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
I feel like it's sex music. So if it's 3:00 in the afternoon and I'm trying to work, no, I don't want to listen to sex music.
Right.
I want to listen to some shit that I'm going to be able to work to.
All right. So
now, if I'm fucking, I have a whole
Right.
playlist that's just.
But what if we going on a drive or something?
I will put on my vibes playlist.
Okay.
It's not necessarily R&B, but it's not like trap or it's not. It's like a mixture. Like hold on, I got you.
Let's see what's going on in this
Yeah, I got
playlist. I don't know what's happening. We turned the wrong corner somewhere.
She getting her back blown out to the baby. Just kidding.
That's what they on out here. That's what they on out here. It's crazy. What's up, Chichi? What you got?
I am not playing
blinking in
this
that
playlist.
He be blinking in that joke.
I am not playing playing this playlist for y'all.
Okay.
Let me see. This is it.
Yeah, that's my vibes playlist.
Bro,
if I was, that is not trap.
Actually,
if I was in a
not.
car,
Okay, it's not.
that's like it's very.
This is your vibes list.
It's a vibe.
Gee.
Like that's what you playing? We going on a late night
She's got
drive?
Christina Milian on here.
I got A Boogie on there.
PNB
Offset,
Rock, Jay-Z, A Boogie, Offset, Lil Wayne, Janae Aiko, Rod Wave. Okay, I'll give it to you. It's actually not bad.
Bozzy.
Post Malone.
Yeah, it's a little bouncy. It's all around.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Kanye West. So she jumps from Kanye West to Chris Brown.
Right.
And jumps to Drake.
But you know they have different
Drake and
songs. Like
Giveon.
some of them is like, you know. So yeah, I put the songs in different playlists.
So
I don't
you
put the whole album in there.
You
but-
kind of went from Post Malone to Coily Ray, which is like wow, and then Polo G.
Right.
Yeah. You get, and
It's
then Juice
bouncy.
WRLD. And then Juice WRLD. Like
Juice WRLD, yeah.
Bouncy.
This
Yeah.
is everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. When you're in a relationship, like, how are you communicate? Do you need like all day? I need you to check in. Like,
Nah.
are you like
I work too much for that
too
shit.
much for that? So you cool with the I ain't heard from you all day?
I mean, not all day. Like,
You can text me.
yeah, like I'll probably text you at like 5 or 6. Like, hey, you cool? Yeah, I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool. See ya.
Is it a problem if you don't hear from him?
It depends.
Only because I'm a very worrisome person. Yeah. So like, I just want to make sure you're okay. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I actually.
But
don't
I'm
care,
glad that
like-
you said those words. I want to know that you're okay. Because,
That's why literally I'll text you good.
Yeah, don't-
That's it.
because literally when women say that is I want to make sure you're not with a bitch.
Nah.
Not I want to make sure you're okay.
I don't care about that. I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
a jealous person. I'm actually poly, so I don't give a shit about that. But I do.
I'm not in a committed relationship to care about that. Like we haven't had
Yes,
that
yeah.
discussion yet, so I can't like, you know.
Yeah,
I literally
don't-
just you
Have
good?
you ever lived with anybody?
Yeah, I've lived with the second person that I was in love with.
Um,
From like 21.
Do you
to
miss it?
24. No, I actually seen that person the other day. What was it, like a week or two ago? Yeah. And I ran inside the store because I didn't want to talk to them.
okay.
I literally ran inside the store with my yeah.
I haven't not lived with any of my partners. This is my past 2 situationships were the first times that I actually didn't live with the guy I was sleeping with. Somehow,
But you were on your way to the last one.
Which one? Yeah, we were actually.
y'all were on your
we
way
were
to leave,
engaged,
yeah.
so we were actually. But I actually wanted to kind. But we did kind of live together. Like we did live together, but then we kind of backed off of that because it was a terrible idea. And we still kind of.
But y'all were engaged. Wait, I was gonna say what was gonna happen. Where were y'all gonna live?
I really
Separately?
feel like I think so. I think that it's a possibility that my perfect partner is going to be somebody that we may not even live in the same house.
Right, you still have your own space.
We'll have literally our own space, and he can come to my house and spend the night with me, chill. I can cook for him. I can stop by his house to pick up the laundry, clean up, make sure things are good over there. But we can have individual spaces, like an entirely individual space.
Chi-Chi, why the face? You can't do it?
I can't.
I told you I'm
And
an
even if
info.
I didn't do that, even if I
sex
didn't
every
do that,
night.
I would. I think even if I didn't do that, I would have to have at least a room in the house that was just mine. And
Yeah,
he would
the
have to
living
have a
room.
that was
The
just
fuck?
his. No, like a girl's room, like a
She
reading
want a
nook or
she shed.
something. Yeah, she shed, like a reading nook where I keep my arts and crafts and my coffee machine and stuff where I don't want to be bothered.
I can dig it.
It's like a man cave.
Because you
for
can't
girls.
keep the coffee machine in the kitchen.
No, because sometimes I don't want to be bothered with you, but I want coffee and I don't want to walk through the house to go get coffee and see you.
I'm mad at that.
There will be days.
Do
where
not agree with her. That's
There will be
crazy.
times when I want to
Sometimes
see
you don't want to be
I
bothered.
just wanna be
Next thing you know, she
seen.
gonna want a stove in there and shit because she don't want to walk through the house and cook for that. Like,
No,
bro,
that's the
come
thing.
on.
I do want to cook for you. I want to do everything I'm supposed to do. as a
Except
wife.
make you coffee.
I want to love you. I want to hug on you. I want to cook for you. I want to clean for you. I want to do all the pick me things. I want all of that. But there will be days when I want to curl up into a ball on a chair, wrap myself in a comfy blanket,
So you need a
put
whole
on a
separate
fluffy
house?
teddy bear hat, and read my book. And that's what
In
I'm
a whole separate house. Because you can't just go to another room. Yeah, no, you going to another room. Where are you going?
Where you going?
Where are you going?
What if we don't decorate this thing? What if he's a hoarder and I'm a minimalist?
can't
Like,
do it.
there's so many different things that can happen.
All right, Chi-Chi, besides the baby, both of them, the actual him having a baby and the baby that y'all having sex to, so besides the baby, what are your deal breakers?
I actually don't know what my deal breakers are. Because I deal with a lot. Like, I've dealt with baby moms. I've dealt with you know, motherfuckers sleeping on mattresses. Like, I've done it a lot. Like, I don't know.
My 2024 deal breakers are don't lie.
That's tricky.
I am poly.
Man, I be lying.
That's what I'm about to say. Everybody lies.
I can't say that because I be lying.
Here's my thing. I feel like in this era, in my new era, and when I say new, this is 5 years old now. This is my new era. If I catch you lying about.
What does it determine what the lie is?
Yes.
Oh, so it got to be a lie within reason.
Yes. There's some shit is just unnecessary.
True.
Like
so what is a necessary lie?
Something that you absolutely 100% unequivocally lied because you felt like what that thing you were lying about was going to destroy me or really hurt my feelings. If I catch you lying about it, you need to at that point be able to tell me the truth and we can talk about it. Mm-hmm. If it's something like...
Is cheating a deal breaker for you?
Hell no.
Cheating?
It's not a deal breaker, but you can't expect me to be honest with you or like take you see, like you can't expect anything from me after that. Like
you can't cheat on me. So like I'm uncheatable.
I don't know. Don't ever expect me to like trust you again or don't think we moving like we can't. You know, it is what it is now.
So all around, it just feels like you got like a low tolerance for niggas.
Facts.
I only have a low tolerance because, like I said, I've dealt with a lot and they everywhere. It was a post that I seen. It was like, damn, I don't even remember what the fuck it was, but it was basically like, why would I continue to chase you when these motherfuckers out here begging me to stop playing with them? Like, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like,
this is true.
Why? All right, cool. You cheated. I'm out. Next. And there is a next.
What if you really like that nigga though?
All right, so I'm gonna spend the night probably on some tequila, and then the next night is the next. Like, you know, I'll probably cry that night. You know.
So there's never been no nigga that had a hold of you.
What you mean?
Like he did some shit, and you loved that nigga, so you was like, fuck it.
Yeah, the first two motherfuckers I was in love with.
That's what I'm saying.
He had the baby probably like 5 years in.
Right.
I dealt with him for like another 5 years after that.
So you was with this nigga for 10 years? Mm-hmm. Why did y'all break up? Just because of the baby?
Nah, honestly, I'm gonna be real, right? The last time he came home from jail, because he was in and out of jail, I low-key think he liked that place for real.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not. Because I don't understand why he kept going back. It was no reason. Yeah. Like, nah, something's not right. But whatever. The last time he came out, I wasn't into it. Like, I guess I was just done. It was just something that wasn't there no more.
Is that something that you want now? Like, you want a long-term relationship?
I do want a long-term relationship, but I understand that I'm still young. So I'm not really pressed for it right now. Plus, I'm doing a lot of work. Like, I have a lot of shit to do.
Why you shaking your head?
I don't.
You don't want a long-term relationship?
Not right now, no.
Yeah.
Busy.
My long-term relationship is not going to look like everybody else's, so I have to have the perfect partner for that concept or ideal. My next long-term relationship is not going to look anything like normal, so he needs to understand, I need to understand, his family, my family, everybody around us needs to understand that we are not typical, because that's usually the downfall of most relationships is the outside, whispers, circles, and corners. It has to be somebody that's willing to get past all of that and understand that we're not typical, we're not normal, our conversations aren't the same as everybody else's. Because I am not going to be in a typical relationship, and I know it just based off of what I'm into, my personal preferences, my emotional, mental, and sexual preferences. I know that I'm not going to be in a standard relationship. So it has to be with somebody that 100% understands that.
I'm not mad at that. All right, my last two questions is, I'll start here. Both of y'all can answer this. What would be a question that you would want to ask men that you've never been able to ask a man?
Do you guys helicopter your penises?
Yes, we do.
What the fuck? Bro, I actually never even thought about this. Like, I don't actually have a question for men, but I do often wonder, and I do mean often, like, what it feels like to have a dick. If I could have a dick for a day, I would. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to know.
What do y'all do with, what's the point of titties for y'all?
What you mean?
Like, I know why
I love
babies like
titties.
titties. What are pointing titties for y'all? Like, what's...
Nah, titties are my favorite thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I prefer some nice titties over a fat ass any day.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to know what it's like to have a dick for a day. I'm serious. I don't like. I don't know.
What do you mean by it? Just to have it or to use it?
No, to use it.
Do nuts float?
Like what?
No, you can't.
That's your question.
Do nuts float?
Yeah.
They do?
They do.
They
So
do?
in the pool, like they just.
In the sack.
So when you're in the tub, they're like sitting above. If you soaking in the tub, they sit above the water?
They can't.
Does the whole penis and sack float? Or is it just like...
It depends
the
on
penis is trying to go down and the sack's trying to come up?
the penis is trying to go down and the sack's.
I would have thought the nuts would have been heavier.
Depends on if your nuts are heavy that day.
I was about to say, I
What
could
does it feel like for guys?
see,
Like,
and that's why I want the penis, so I can
what does
figure
it
that
feel like? Does it
out.
like start in like does it like start with a tingling in the balls and then work its way up?
What do you mean? What does what feel like?
An orgasm.
Less than a nut, like an orgasm. Like what does it?
No,
feel
you don't.
Like?
You don't feel it in your balls. Like you feel it like coming through your penis. So you don't feel it like from your balls. It just like comes from the back of your penis to the front.
Where the fuck is the back of your penis?
I guess like
Is it
right
back
there.
Yeah.
Like, I guess like right on your pelvis,
Right.
like right there.
I always wondered if there's like more dick in there and it's just not.
Oh, y'all don't know
Let me
that?
tell you why though, because
Wait a minute. There is more dick in there. Y'all don't know that?
I thought so. Let me tell you why. Because overweight men, I'm going to try to be as politically correct as I possibly can. Because
You don't have to
people
be.
get
This is a
offended.
free show.
Okay. So, overweight men tend to have small penises, but when they lose the weight, the penis gets bigger. So it's because that pelvic area
That's a
down
visual,
there, the penis kind of
illusion.
sinks into it, and then when they lose the weight, it comes back out. So I always wondered, like, is there more penis in there, and can
Right,
y'all
but
get it out?
that's a visual illusion. So of course it's going to look bigger if you lost some weight. So, but what I'm saying is there's more penis in there. Is that women don't understand that a man erection, like the more he's excited, like with you, is the bigger he can grow.
Right, the grower,
Right.
grower, not
Well,
sure.
that's true because coochies get fatter.
What?
You didn't know that? The more excited you get sexually, your coochie swells.
All right.
Your coochie swells. It swells from the inside, and depending on what kind, if you have a vagina that sits out, it'll actually swell up and get a little more swollen. Versus if
She's
you,
losing it.
you didn't know that?
No, my vagina doesn't swell.
It does. You just
Well, not that I noticed. I mean,
You're not looking at your vagina.
To be realistic,
I
you
do
The
actually.
thing is
No,
that
I mean during sex you're not.
I
looking
do
at it.
actually.
So guys said to
Who
me,
can't?
No, I said I can't.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
Why are you looking at your vagina during sex?
you never. All right, so like if your feet is on his shoulders, like it looks. It's good.
yeah, but that's the outside.
That's what I
It's
mean.
the
You can't look
inside.
at-
Oh, you mean like
Yeah,
your inside?
right.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah. That's why guys always say a girl can't tell. Like women always say, "Oh, I got good pussy," and it's like, did someone tell you that?
Right.
Because if a guy didn't tell you,
Right.
if a man did not tell you that you have good pussy, you actually don't know if you have good pussy.
That's a fact.
Right.
Because you don't know what your pussy feels like.
That's
Like
a
you have
fact.
no clue. Like, you
But that's
don't
why I
know
want to be a
inside
guy
your
so I can
pussy.
feel some pussy.
Facts.
Pussy feels amazing.
I want to have a
know
dick.
what pussy feels
I
like.
do. Well, not. I want. That was crazy.
I don't want to have
I want to have a dick. It's
That was
crazy.
crazy.
But you know, if I could, you
The
know,
feeling of it.
yeah,
I wanna do
I
it.
will take a dick for
I wanna
24
do it.
hours.
I
For
need
20. For
48.
20. No.
I need 48.
Just 24. And I don't even need the whole 24.
Yeah,
Just give me like 2 hours. Let me go take a piss, hit a bitch, and then you can have it back.
Here's my problem. So
How would
the
you hit
first-
a bitch? Go ahead, I'm gonna let you go, but wait, I want to ask you
Here we go.
that. How would you hit a
Here's
bitch?
That was gonna go there. I need it for 48 hours, right? Because I know that I'm gonna wake up with it and there will not be a bitch in my bed. That means I'm not gonna get to hit her with the morning wood. So I need the next day so I can feel morning wood pussy as well. That's when I know I've gotten a full experience of having the penis. I need to know what it
I don't
feels
need all
like to
the
get that first
experiences.
shot early in the morning.
All right, Chichi, what's your answer?
I'll probably hit her from the back. Yeah. Because I also want to pull some hair.
Yeah. And choke her a little bit.
And choke her a little bit.
I want to grab her by the throat.
You don't like
this time.
choking?
I like being choked, but I don't know. I'll probably kill the bitch. I don't like it.
No, they give you signs when they're dying.
Right.
I've given signs when I'm close to death. I actually kind of flail a little bit, like, let me go. If you hear me go, you might be drawn a little bit. You might want to just ease up. These are. Use this part of your hand and not the knuckle. Like, don't use your fingertips. You could kill me. Use this part.
I'm just not gonna choke her. The fuck? Like, I'm just pulling her hair.
Oh, I'm choking
Maybe
her.
crack her neck a little bit, but yeah, no.
I'm choking.
So if she asks you to choke her, you ain't gonna choke her?
Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it?
I'm only here for 2 hours.
I want to do that thing they do when they put their hand like in the middle of your arch.
The best.
Push it down.
The best.
And they make you arch your back. I want to hit her with that John.
The best.
Damn.
Like, get her reach John foot on her neck. Just like, my foot on her neck.
The best.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all. My last question would be, we gotta get serious for a second, y'all. The film in the deck was wild, but we gotta get serious. All right, what would be your advice to men and women to be better? Like, to be better loving as a partner, what would be your advice on both sides?
Just be real. That's all you can really do. Just be real. Keep it honest. Be you.
Are you a person that can handle honesty?
I can handle honesty. I can handle honesty from you. What I can't handle is honesty about you from someone else. You get what I'm saying? So if you do something and then tell me, all right, look, this is what I did, I can handle it. I can, I might be a little upset about it, but I can move past it. If I hear about something that you've done from somebody else, or and
then you want to tell me the whole story after someone else.
So if a nigga was like, yeah, she was like super head, she was different, you could handle it.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Light me in the face.
I think no, because that's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. I can say I can handle it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna say this. This is a separate conversation, real fast. It's not a good idea to describe
the details
of what you did and what she did and how.
No,
she
tell
was.
me.
Tell you the details.
Yeah, I'm on no. Oh, you was bold, motherfucker. You did. Oh,
I don't want to know because I feel like when guys reach the point, unless he's just a general piece of shit, when guys reach the point of cheating, there's a 9 times out of 10 chance you did some wickedly wild shit with that bitch that you used to do with me that you don't do no more, and it's gonna piss me off. I just don't want to know. Like,
yeah, I don't want to know. Because when I get my get back, yeah, that's what I'll be thinking.
I mean, my get back is gonna be different anyway. It's gonna be.
Do y'all think that that's the man's fault? That he did some shit that he don't do with you no more?
You can leave me.
Okay.
You can leave. Yes, it is your fault. You can leave.
Because if it's something that we was doing that we're not doing and it was
you
my fault, you could have said something
from me. And
I'm asking when he said it to you, like, yo, we don't even do this no more. You like, nah.
Oh, like if he was like, yo, why we don't do the XYZ no more? Oh, all right, cool. We can do that. We can get to it again. But
yeah,
like, if
come to me and say, like, okay, if I was giving you head every day and then I slacked off and I'm only giving head twice a week, and you feel like you want head again, say that. Do not go get head everywhere in the world besides me. Stupid. Just say, hey, baby, remember you used to suck my dick every day?
Right.
You should do that again. I like that. I'm gonna say, okay, baby, here I come.
That's a hard conversation sometimes because sometimes women get volatile.
Yeah, but you have that conversation with a stranger though. You'll go have that conversation with the new bitch.
Because she's not going to be volatile.
You can say to the new bitch, yo, bitch, suck my dick, but you can't say that to your girl. It's crazy.
Because your girl's going to be volatile.
Well, then maybe that shouldn't be a girl.
That should be your girl.
I agree with y'all. I'm just telling y'all.
If you can't turn around and say to your girlfriend, yo, put my dick in your mouth, then you might have a problem. Because at the end of the day, if you can say it to a stranger, you can't say it to your girl. You got that shit.
All right, Chi-Chi, if you said you don't like nothing anal, if he wanted to have, step out, get his little anal experience, he could tell you that?
He can tell me. We may not be together afterwards.
See?
He can tell me. I mean, he can tell me, yeah, but we not.
I think that...
Would you mad if your partner wasn't open to something that you wanted?
I wouldn't be mad because... No, I wouldn't be mad. I just...
How would you handle it? That's what I'm asking.
Move on.
Move on from the nigga?
No, move on from the situation. I mean...
Well, are you going to do it, though?
No. He don't want to do it, we not going to do it. All right, move on.
My mom.
See?
Dead ass. I'm so serious, but the reason why I'm like that is because I'm so open sexually. Because I'm wildly open. I'm open to just about anything sexually. So I feel like if you asked me to do it and I said no, then you probably should be in prison. So what? You understood what I just said, right? If you asked me to do something with you and I said no, then you're either going to hell or prison, and that's why I said no, because I don't want to go with you. But so that for me, that means there's not a lot of stuff that you could say no to me to. Like, it's not a lot. I can't be with a guy that's closed-minded sexually. I cannot. I cannot be with a closed-minded man sexually. I can't.
I agree.
But I'm also not a violator. So I'm not going to say, oh, let me stick my finger in your butt. I'm not into that. I'm not that type of female. So that's not something he has to worry about.
But you want the thumb in your butt.
Absolutely.
Why are you laughing?
And I feel like if I ask you to do that, you shouldn't look at me and feel no type of way. If I ask you to do that for me, you should do it.
Why are you laughing, Chi?
Because I think I know what my deal breaker is. I keep
the thumb in your butt is the deal breaker.
People keep asking me, "What's your deal breaker?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like,
it's booty stuff.
It's anal stuff. I don't. You're done.
That might change as you get older.
Yeah, no, thank you.
That's the advice that I think I would give people in relationships, is to first and foremost clean out all your baggage before you go into your relationship. Learn how to grieve. Right. Learn how to grieve your past relationships and get past that grief. The 7 stages of grief don't exist just when somebody dies.
Right.
They also exist when a relationship dies, or when your heart dies, or when your feeling dies. And you need to get through that grief and then go into your next relationship. Stop walking into fucking relationships with 4 suitcases, a book bag, a carry-on bag, a makeup bag, and cargo pants full of bullshit. Right. And then saying to your partner, oh, this happened because of my last relationship. Who gives a shit? Get a therapist. I'm not your therapist in this relationship. That's not my fucking job. I'm your partner, not your therapist. You can get a therapist or you can get going. And I think that's an adult conversation that we're afraid to have. And then I think the other thing is, don't be afraid to be. I'm not saying you have to do anal. I'm saying don't be afraid to be open-minded sexually if you are with a partner that you trust that will not run their mouth. Right. If you with somebody that you trust that's not going to open their mouth, right. Open the doors. Try some shit. Because
I'm down with trying some
really
shit. Except for the anal.
Just not the anal.
And when I say men and women get bored so fast and don't realize that that's actually the problem in the relationship. Right. Fact. A lot of people don't realize this could be somebody who cooks great meals, you love them to death, they love you, partner in crime, making money together, everything's great. And you can't figure out what's the tension. Why do I not like this person? Why are they annoying me? Because I'm fucking bored. Because when all this is said and done and we're butt naked in the bed, I know what you're about to do. Facts. And I'm tired of that. I want to do something different. And we're, especially in the day and age of internet and social media and books and things like that, men and women are starting to see that there's a broader spectrum to sex. And it's okay to explore those things.
All right, Chi, since you're a behind doors kind of person, are you spontaneous?
I am spontaneous, yeah.
She's a dirty ass freak. This was so funny to me. The only thing she don't do is anal. And she over here acting like an angel. She's I'm dead. What are you talking about? You're a dirtball.
You're a dirtball.
She is. She's a dirtball. Like, first of all, we have a podcast very, very much like this one, and probably a little worse. So listening to her answers today has been so interesting.
She's trying.
No. She says it's interesting because I'm usually in that seat. I'll ask these questions. Right. I don't answer them. Right. And every time somebody's like, Chi, you answer the question. I'm like, so next to the question, and I'll move on. So you don't. A lot of people don't know none of this, but I am spontaneous. I like to just get up and do shit. Sexual, non-sexual. Like I get up and go.
Places was your wildest place?
SEPTA.
SEPTA bus?
Nope, the train. Yeah, I was getting off work. I used to work overnight. Me and my dude. Right. And he was.
I just laughing on the low.
I know the story.
It was like a Sunday because they asked this on the other podcast. Right. It was a Sunday. We was just getting off work, so it was like 6 a.m. And right. The train was hella empty, and he was horny. So he was like, "Yo, let's fuck," and I was like, "All right," and we did. And yeah.
You sat on top of him.
Yep. Quick little Joan on the SEPTA train, straight to Frankfurt.
Did you get off?
Frankfurt train making all sense.
Same.
Did you get off, Chi?
I got off, just not off the train.
Same.
I got off, just not off the train.
Do you feel like
I walk ashamed after it though? Like I kind of
the walk of shame and all unacceptable crazy though.
Cassette is disgusting.
It is like it is a little trifling.
It's the equivalent of having sex in the alleyway behind a trash can.
It's a little less.
Yeah, the places are.
It felt good, but I don't.
And then not only that, but I felt like once I got off the train, like everybody was staring at me. I felt like everybody knew what I just did.
Knew what just happened. Yeah. And like I wanted to go home and take a stony shower.
I did. I wanted, and that's me. After sex, I want to get in the shower for real. Like,
do you remember?
The stony shower was wild.
You know, it's like he knows what I'm talking about. What the hell's the name of that movie?
Set It Off.
Set It Off. Remember when Stony just did this?
Stony shower was wild.
I definitely went home and stony showered after that situation.
Yeah, the places be dirty, but you're enjoying yourself with your partner. That's not dirty.
Yeah, no.
That's not dirty. Enjoy yourself.
Probably wouldn't do that again. But, it was fun.
I'm not mad at that.
Good
I'm
job.
glad you're spontaneous though, and I'm glad that she called you out for fraud.
She's frauding. She's frauding. She's frauding. She's a fraud. She's frauding. I love her for it, but every once in a while you gotta call shit. Because Chi will literally pick everybody else and throw them smooth off the bus. Like, there you go. Right. She will just go shoot the club up and walk out. So sometimes you gotta throw her under the bus a little bit. Like, here you go. And she's a dirtball.
All right.
I told you I'm an info.
That's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be. I said spread the message to the people. They be on some other shit. It's weird.
I don't feel like you should be an info if you're emotional though. Like if you're one of those people that like thinks with if you're one of those people
right, you can't handle
emotions,
it. Yeah, you can't handle it. Right.
Because you become digmatized real fast. Like you'll stay in the dumbest situations just.
See, but that's why I keep myself busy. I don't have time to be digmatized. I really don't, bruh. I don't have time to be digmatized. I don't have time to coddle you. I don't have time for you right now. I got enough time to fuck and go.
I'm gonna be honest. Digmatized is crazy.
That's beautiful.
I wish more people was like that because they get mad at you when you're busy. I hate that. Like, don't get mad at me because I'm busy.
You know, I'm a very busy person. I got like 20 different things going on right now. So.
All right, wrapping up, can you give the people your socials and tell them what you got going on, X, Y, and Z, those things?
Sure. So if y'all need to find me, you can find me at Chichi_Mejias, or you can find me at the Chichi Knows Show, which is at Chichi Knows Show. Period. There you go. I got a bunch of events coming up. I can't remember off the top of my head any of them, but yeah, I put up a weekly calendar on my page, so if y'all want to tap in, y'all can tap in on there, and you can also hit my manager for all of that other stuff.
All right, I do want to ask, what is the Chichi Knows Show about?
Everything. So it's literally about everything: music, entertainment, community, politics,
business,
social, small business, like social things you see on social media, whether it's like, some shit from the war to like, just funny ratchet shit that you see. So it's literally a little bit of everything. But I really try and keep it towards like the tri-state, mostly Philadelphia, because it's a lot of things. Like I said, I love Philly. It's so much happening in Philly that people don't know, like resources, support.
Yeah, it's a lot of events and shit that be happening that people just.
Bro, it's crazy. Like even for like art. So one of the biggest things is new mothers for me. Like a lot of times you see struggling new mothers. They need diapers. They need all types of stuff.
Where are you at on the kids' side?
So on the kids' side, I took a little break from.
Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Chichi.
Why did you just laugh? No, I want to know this. What?
I thought you were going to tell them your philosophy on children.
That's what I'm asking.
Parenting is a disease. But
why is parenting a disease?
Because I hate you for this. Parenting is a disease. I'm gonna say this because when you become a parent, you you do everything for your children. Right. Whether that shit makes sense, whether it don't, whether it's gonna be a success or you take a chance on failure. You do a lot of shit as a parent that damn well don't make sense. Like you should have did it, but you did it anyway because that's your child. It's a disease. Parenting is a disease. But with the children, in the community work, I actually am going to be at As I Plant This Seed this Saturday, which is 420. Early in the day, so keep all the exciting stuff in the afternoon, but early in the day we're gonna be doing our community work. So As I Plant This Seed, and the children over there, they're having a re-grand opening for their treehouse. That's where I'll be.
Look at you remembering your events.
That's the only one I remember though.
Oh, we got Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, he said the kids though.
Right.
That's the only kid one I can remember right now.
Cinco de Mayo, I can't forget.
So no children for you in the future?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely have kids. Just not right now though. Like I'm only 27. Like I said, I'm doing like a bunch of stuff right now. I'm not in a rush. Plus, my sister just had a baby.
The parenting is a disease thing I find funny with her because when you have a friend that feels like that, they also have no empathy for you as a parent.
Facts.
Like she has no empathy for me whatsoever because I'm a mom of 6. So she has no empathy for me. Like she'll feel bad for about 30 seconds. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry they did that to you. All right, well let's get these videos done." And I'm like, I'm crying because this thing happened. And she's like, "Yeah, but if you didn't decide to parent all those children, we wouldn't be here." So.
I mean, it's not only that though. I find that when you're having like real life issues, the best way to get over it is to work. So I'll be trying to get her to work. Come on.
She's saying that because she's not a parent.
Yeah, you don't have a kid.
It works. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. But it doesn't bother me. It's like I actually kind of enjoy having a friend that doesn't have that empathy for me.
Would you have more kids?
An excuse to get away.
Would you have more kids?
No.
She's like,
I can't. I'm done with that. That's done. I gave those up. I gave that whole plan away. At this point, you could shoot the club up and no one will die. It's
shit.
I'm done. I want to travel. I want to get out of here. I'm finished. My youngest is 14. My oldest is 25. And I'm done. I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to live my best life. I want to be a little ratchet. I want to twerk in the club. I want to do all the stuff I didn't do in my 20s because I was a mom.
all right, my last question I want to ask you, Chi-Chi. What's your favorite thing to do in the world?
Honestly,
Why are you laughing again? She's smirking.
I was just thinking, I want to know your answers first. What do you think my favorite thing is?
Sleep.
That's funny as shit. It would be nap time, but
nap
no.
time. I love nap time.
I love nap time. Don't interrupt my nap time. From 1 to 4, do not interrupt my nap time. You know.
Mine is scheduled too. Go ahead.
But honestly, my favorite thing in the world is probably like karaoke.
Yeah.
Like I can sing all day. Yeah.
Karaoke and nap time.
What's your answer?
Favorite thing in the world?
Right.
Reading. So,
Right? Yeah, you making faces.
Because I've seen this girl, like literally me and the gang were in the club, like we're supposed to be turning up, grabbing footage, like this girl sitting in the, like literally on the corner, like reading her book on her phone. Guy is literally standing right here over her head with the mic, like dancing, dick on her head. She's sitting there like this.
Something in my head told me to look at them, so I looked across at them, and
at
they're dying laughing, looking up, and I look up, and he's like,
dick just right there,
forehead, and he's dancing, got the microphone.
She went back to her book,
and I just looked up, and there's a video of me on Instagram doing this, and I just looked up, and I was like, ugh. And I got back into my book. So like my favorite thing to do is to read and cook. I cook for therapy. I cook for mental health therapy. That's my it's my everything. To me, food solves everything. Food solves all the problems in the world. And
I like some
if
good
I
food.
can sit down and cook a healthy meal for my family, my friends, and my loved ones, it just makes me feel better as a whole.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all go, but I need an answer for this question.
And sex.
And sex is.
Crazy part about it, I should have said that first. Like, it's crazy that I didn't say that. Like, I feel like I lied.
That's
I
a
had
fact.
to catch myself that I lied.
That's a fact. This was a question. This was a question that was on my show last night. I want to get y'all opinions on it. So, do y'all delete nudes?
Do I what?
Do you delete nudes? No.
His?
Nudes of like your past.
Old nudes?
Yeah.
His old nudes?
Yeah.
No.
I really don't have nudes. Like I'm not one of them.
You're not a nude collector?
I mean,
that's crazy. You collecting nudes?
You fucking right.
Yes.
I got a spank thinking nudes.
Nah. I don't like being teased, so I'm not one of them send me a picture type.
You wouldn't send a picture either?
I mean, I would. I have my nudes,
Okay.
but I don't have theirs. No.
Yeah, I have both.
Yeah.
I don't care for it.
I'm gonna be honest. I have a folder of nudes, and you know if I like you or not because I feel like with guys, you know if I like you or not.
You're not in the
you
right
get a fresh
folder.
nude.
You're not in the right folder.
If you get a fresh nude.
Oh,
like,
you
come
get a
on.
fresh
like,
nude.
If I give you a fresh
So you
nude,
send the niggas the old news?
I will.
That's wild. You do that too?
I'm not going through.
That's wild.
Guys ask for nudes at the wildest time, and that's what decides whether I like you or not. If it's 3:00 in the afternoon,
I think I
and
sent
you
a
ask
nude
me for a
last week
nude,
that was
and
like
I
5
like
years
you,
old.
I will find a bathroom to send you a nude. If I don't really like you like that, I will send you an old nude.
Yeah, I don't want the old news.
And you know it's an old nude because I don't even have the same hairstyle.
Facts.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
But I do keep guys.
I got
nudes.
videos with my face.
I'm gonna be mad at you if you send me the old news. I'm gonna be
You
like,
didn't even know though.
I would know.
You didn't know.
So you
I would know 'cause I pay
they would know
attention.
with you, Chi-Chi, because you keep similar. For me, it's just like this thing was blue last week.
That's what I'm about to say.
Or the week
If you
before.
pay attention, you could know if it's an old. Like some niggas that just key on whatever they try to see, but I'm looking at the whole shit, so I would
Looking at
know.
the background and
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. I pay attention to shit.
Yeah, like,
Facts. I pay
Is this
attention
that
to
picture
shit.
from Atlantic City 3 years ago?
Yes, I pay attention to shit. So I'm like, this shit ain't. You ain't just take this shit. Don't send me the old.
And I
Shit.
am a
That's
nude
wild.
collector.
Yeah, I'm a new
You know, I have my nudes.
I will say that if I was in a serious relationship,
You would delete your nudes?
I wouldn't delete my nudes.
That's
If I
bad.
was in a serious monogamous relationship, I would not delete the nudes, but I would put them away.
Yeah.
Like I would find a folder
You
on
archive
my
them,
Google
motherfuckers.
Drive and archive them and be like, okay.
Not the Google.
Because I'm not
Drive.
gonna scroll back through old nudes and I'm with my new dude. That feels like I'm cheating. I wouldn't do that. But as soon as you're going, sir, I'm popping that folder back open.
Facts. Yeah, that was the problem. Last night they were telling me like, "T, why you still got the old news?" And I was like, "Because the picture was fired,
I watched-
motherfucker. Like,
that's the
you
thing.
want me to delete this shit?"
That's some type of way about that. I watch porn. So I watch porn.
I'm not gonna
You do
lie.
watch porn.
Yeah, what's the
Yes,
difference?
I watch porn,
So
but
what's
the
the difference?
The difference is you don't know them.
Okay.
You actually know me. So when you come back 2-3 months later talking about, yeah, I was just watching that video, it's creepy. Delete
Yeah.
that, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's,
no, think about bull that we don't like currently on
So
the
I gotta wonder
internet.
if I'm a red flag.
Yes, you are a walking
I might
red
be
flag,
a walking
bro.
red flag.
Yes.
I would think that was flattering. Like,
No,
oh, so you
that's-
still watch? You still watch?
That's not flattering.
Like, you
It honestly creeps me out a little bit. I don't like that.
Because
why you still got it?
all right, hold on, Chi-Chi. But what if he's just like not like fantasizing about you, but just like you're fire? So he's just like looking at it like this is a fire.
What if he's not even looking at your face?
Right.
Like, what if he's straight looking at titties and ass?
Right, like this
Nah,
is fire.
there's better titties than ass out there. Go find them.
But you don't got those in your phone.
You are so fucking mean.
No, you do. You do have them in your phone though. It's on
Right.
Pornhub.
She's so
It's
mean.
on all that XXX and all that other shit. Like, bro, I promise you,
So
it's
you
better
telling
titties than ass on there.
look, so you telling your nigga he better not have no news in his phone.
No, what I'm telling you is that if you are one of my exes, delete my shit out your phone. That's all I'm saying. Don't keep my shit. I don't care about none of
Yeah,
those.
in answer to your question, I don't give a shit about his old nudes.
I don't care that he got. I don't care if he got nudes of some bitch in there. Just don't keep. If we not fucking with each other no more, don't keep my nudes. That's weird.
But
Don't ain't no butts. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
No, not. I was gonna say I have a but for the. I have a caveat to the whole. You don't have to delete your news. But what you better not do is let me catch you excessively
Oh yeah, that's wild.
jerking off to a specific.
I wouldn't even jerk off to
news.
this.
Like, I'm gonna break your phone. I ain't even about to lie. I'm gonna break your phone.
Yeah, that's insane for a nigga to be jerking off to another
Like
dude.
this is your ex
Well, he
girlfriend
got a
from 2
girl.
years ago, and you're
That's
just
insane.
generally jerking off to her every other.
But
day.
I don't think he should have to delete his shit. Like,
No, just archive it. Put it up.
right.
I'm not gonna say delete your spank bank. That would literally be like me going to your Pornhub and be like, no, I don't like these tabs. Delete them all.
I mean, it don't even have to be a spank bank kind of thing. Like, you know, like sometimes you just chilling and you like going through your pics. Like you might be looking for something, and then you come across it like, yeah, that
You
was
gotta
fire.
move those.
You gotta move it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you went too far. You gotta move.
I'm just asking.
No, you gotta move those. You're not. Yeah, I'm not. We're not gonna scroll left through your phone and you're trying to show me a picture or something, and then we scroll past that new. No, you trying to show me this new car you got to buy, and all of a sudden, boom, Keisha's ass. No, we're not doing that. If we're in a serious relationship, archive the nudes in their own folder, and you want to go look at them, you can go into your little hidden folder and by all means go and look. But I mean, I don't go through phones, but if you're showing me something in your phone and I catch
You going through phones, shit,
I might not be able to control myself. I might slap your phone out
I
you.
used to.
What, go through phones?
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah,
I don't care for it no more. I don't care for it because don't go through my phone now. Right. Like before, I was like, oh yeah, you can go through my. Nah, don't go through my phone now.
Yeah,
don't ask me questions. Just you know you're gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah, and if you go through my phone and you get your feelings hurt, please cry quietly.
Not go cry.
Cry as quietly as you snuck through my phone.
No, really though.
Are y'all criers?
I am a crier. I'm a big crier. I'm a crybaby.
I'm absolutely a crybaby.
I'm a crybaby. I don't care.
Oh man.
And I'm a violent crier too. Like I get angry.
I'm not violent. I'm out. I'm a cry, but I'm leaving at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm an angry crybaby. I get mad because you make me cry. If you make me cry, I immediately get really angry about it. Because how dare you make me feel things?
That's crazy.
How dare you make me feel things?
What did she say earlier? A walking red flag. Yeah.
Walking red flag.
That's a walking red flag.
But I have so many green flags that you don't see the red flags. It's like a cluster of green flags. They're hiding that red flag in the middle of them.
I feel like red and green is like a dirty, like a
it's a mixture.
Like brown, honestly.
But you can't see it.
You can't see the brown flag.
No, it's in the middle. It's right because I have
as long as you acknowledge that you have brown
flag. I have a plethora of green flags that hide this one red flag. So by the time you get to that red flag, you're like, oh fuck, I can't even leave now. She's an amazing cook. She gives great head.
You sound like a trap.
It sounds like a trap.
Sounds like a trap.
She set you up.
Most women are. Most women are absolutely.
Most women are definitely traps.
They're trapped. A woman will give you everything. When I say she will come out the door cooking, cleaning,
Facts.
washing laundry, folding shit, making you soup, popping up to your job with lunch, all kinds of shit. And then meanwhile, she's sitting at home going, because she's about to pop that shit out on you, and you're not gonna go nowhere because who else is making you homemade chicken noodle soup?
Facts.
And color coordinating your sock drawer.
That's a fact.
She color coordinated your sock drawer, made you homemade chicken noodle soup. She's handling the birth control, and she's not trying to trap you with a kid. So when she goes through your phone and slams you upside your head with it, you're just kind of like, oh, you know what?
That's violent.
I probably shouldn't have did that. Because I like this girl. I don't do stuff like that.
That's violent.
It is. I don't do that.
We're gonna end this episode on love. That was violent. Thank you both for coming to Intimate Conversations. This is.
Oh, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know you.